Hello and welcome back to Elder Gamer 420 Live, where I host Elder Gamer 420. I'm coming to you live for the Video Game Archive. Today we are doing something a little different again. As you can see on my screen here, we are going to be opening the Magic the Gathering Fallout Commander decks. We got all four of them. So we are ready to go here. We're going to check out all four pre-made commander decks, see what kind of combos they have available inside of them, and what kind of things the decks run around. Also, I hadn't looked too much into what the decks actually do or what the new Fallout rules are with MTG, so we are going to take a look at that as well. Without much further ado, let's get this open. Alright. Ooh. We got sight of one here. We got some sight going on. Okay, so our first deck that we're pulling out of the box here today. Casting Shaft. First deck we're pulling out of the box here today. Ooh, okay. We got the Wise Mothman. That is a black, green, blue. Oh, very cool. He's a mutant creature. Alright. Black, green, blue, mutant menace. Let's open this up and let's see what we got going on in here. I want to open it in the best way possible to try not to damage the box as much as I can here. Oh man. Yeah, that looks like it's going to damage the box if I do that. There's no way about it. There's no two ways about it, you guys. Oh, there we go. I got it. Look like this. So we get up under the lip here. And we just... Let's see what kind of quality they're putting out in these pre-builds. I have not bought a pre-build before this time, but I was looking into the Fallout stuff and I said, oh wow, that's cool. And then I looked at it, I said, oh, you know what, wow, I wanted to get a booster box, but those are about $800-900. So I said, fuck that. And then I saw that they had these available for it was about $350. So I said, oh, well, yeah, I could do that. $350, I could do that. Oh, you know what the problem is that it gets wider as it comes out. There we go. So now we can keep the rest of the box intact. This is not actually a card, this is just a graphic on the front. So we'll set that to the side. And here we have it. A pre-build commander, which covers the Fallout mutant situation. The Fallout mutant situation. Oh my gosh. Sorry, hang on a second. I need to reposition the mic. Alright. So let's take a look here. What do we got? Alright, so we got the Mutant Menace Commander deck. Playing the deck. What's that crackling sound? Why is your Geiger counter included with the newest model of the Pip-Boy? Now that you've left the vault, it's your job to be vigilant while living with radiation. Too much radiation can kill you. Some native wildlife have adapted to thrive despite the danger. Rad counters are a new type of counter players can have. A player with rad counters mills that many cards on their turn. Loses life based on the number of non-land cards milled that way, and then loses a rad counter. The Wise Mothman and the Master Transcendent both give out rad counters, then benefit in unique ways from the cards milled by radiation. The Master can reanimate creatures into mutants, and the Wise Mothman buff up your creatures with counters. Humanity's time at the top of the food chain may be over, but a new adventure awaits. And then that gets into commander rules, which we're all familiar with. If you are into Magic the Gathering. Alright, so it sounds like they make it so you have 2 available commanders, but the Wise Mothman is the first one here on the top. Let's open this up and let's take a further look at what we got going on inside. Let us see. Fuck if I can open it, jeez. Still look like Fort Knox and his bitch. Ooh, buddy, I love me opening up some fresh new cards. That's a wonderful thing. Alright, so let's just take a little chunk off the top. Alright, we'll take a chunk off the top. Put that to the side. Alright, so here we have the Wise Mothman. The Wise Mothman. Flying, whenever the Wise Mothman enters the battlefield or attacks, each player gets a rad counter. Whenever 1 or more non-land cards are milled, put a 1/1 counter on each up to X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled that way. Wow. So you get a bunch of counters with this shit. Wow. Get a bunch of good counters with that. That's pretty freaking epic, dude. Nice counter adder there. We got the Wise Mothman. Here's the other master option, or the other potential, what's it called? Commander. When the Master Transcendent enters the battlefield, target player gets 2 rad counters. Put target creature card into graveyard that was milled this turn onto the battlefield under your control. It's a green mutant with base power, toughness 3/3. It has it loses its other colors and creature types. Wow. So that is the Master Transcendent. Very cool. So what he's going to do is create a great opportunity to play from a graveyard. That's a really cool thing. Since you're milling, you might mill a creature you really like. Well, hey, the Master Transcendent is going to allow you to be able to pop that creature right onto the battlefield. And for 4, it's a 2/4. Pretty good. Pretty good ability there. That's a very cheap way to pull creatures out of graveyards, but they have to have been milled that way. And it sounds like you could also pull it from your opponent's graveyard as well, which is pretty cool. Here's just some regular bird mutant stuff going on. Deals combat damage to the player. Okay, very good. We're going to take a quick look at some of these other things. We'll kind of stop and look at the rares, not so much the commons. We're not going to worry about the commons. Here's our rad roaches. Bloodflies, rad roaches. Ooh, Cathedral Acolyte. That would be one of the Children of the Apocalypse. Followers of the Apocalypse, rather. Glowing one. We all know the glowing ones as well. Very cool. A lumbering mega sloth. I haven't seen those at all in my play, but I'm sure I will eventually. Contaminated drink. Don't mind if I do. Good stuff. Yummy stuff. Drinking out of the toilet, baby. Give me those rads. Nightkin Ambusher. Ooh, that's cool. Very cool. Very cool. It's got Ward. Raoul, Troubleshooter. Oh yeah, Raoul. What? They got Raoul as a legendary, but he's also a common? What? From Fallout New Vegas? Oh well, that's Raoul the Troubleshooter. That's before he gets his Vaqueros back on. Young Deathclaws, Lizard Mutant. Strength Bobblehead artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool. Put X 1/1 counters and target creature where X is the number of bobbleheads under your control. That's pretty cool. 1 mana of any color. That's kind of nice. Could add that into any deck. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal those cards. Some standard ramp style stuff. Onto the battlefield. Tap 2 basic lands on the battlefield. That's pretty fucking crazy. Are you kidding me? Well, it's a reprint anyway of Cultivate. Farseek. We know that one. That's a reprint. Cool looking reprint though. Harmonize. Also a reprint. Very nice though. Love it. We got a ghoul. We got a ghoul out sunbathing. Okay. Bathing his melted skin. Inspiring call. Alright, inspiring call. Rampant growth. Yes, yes. It's a great raid card. On to the battlefield. Corpse Jack Menace. Yeah, I know that one. Nice little reprint with the plant mutants. Featured in Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. Putrefy. Yes, I know this one. Artifact creature can't be regenerated. Another. They just got like, it's like cool to have like an alt art kind of reprint. Winding Constrictor. Ooh. I haven't seen that one. I don't know if that is a reprint. It might be. Arcane Signet. 1 mana of any color of your commander's color identity. Very good card. Another nice little artifact. Let's see what else they got in here. So far, we've only seen the 2 mythic rare commanders. No other rares. Mutated class ventures about counter. Okay. This is -1/-1, and can proliferate. Alright, Soul Ring. That's a cool Soul Ring. Reprint of that Soul Ring. A great card, Soul Ring. Talisman of Curiosity. Very cool. Talisman of Dominance. Talisman of Resilience. Lots of talismans going on here. They deal 1 damage to you. So you can tap them for colorless or tap them for a color and have it deal damage to you. Ash Barrens. You know, it's funny, I was playing Magic with my friend and I accidentally scooped 2 of his lands because I had pulled them under the battlefield under my control due to the Void Winnower. And one of them was the Ash Barrens. I just gave it back to him yesterday because I just realized I had it. Command Tower. Very standard stuff for Commander deck. Evolving Wilds. Yes, it's a fetch land. Nice for a landfall deck. Jason Bright, the Glowing Prophet, featured in Fallout 3. Yeah. Was it Fallout 3? I think it might have been New Vegas. Yeah, I think it was New Vegas because they're the ones at the RepCon facility. And they go to try to fly off to the moon, and we went ahead and sabotaged that flight, crashing the... Me and Chris Haversham crashed him right back down to Earth. My Alert Queen. A blue. Piper Wright. Oh yes, we just met Piper in Fallout 4. Very cool. Again, a common. Radstorm. Whoa, watch out. Whoa, buddy, Radstorm. Proliferate radiation counters. Struggle for Project Purity. Project Purity. The struggle for Project Purity. The Feral Ghoul. And Cock. Ghoulish Mayor. Not sure who that is. I haven't come across this gentleman, but it looks like he's wearing a... looks like he is adorned in a colonial style outfit, which would lead me to believe that he's probably going to be in Fallout 4 since I haven't met him yet. So this might be a person we come across here shortly in our Fallout 4 playthrough. Nuclear Fallout! Nuclear Fallout! Screeching Scorched Beast. Vault 12, the Necropolis. This was from the very first game. Oh, it's a saga. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Vault 12, the Necropolis. Each player gets these 3 rad counters. Create X22 Black Zombie Mutant tokens. This is a good mutant creation. I mean zombie as well. where X is the number of rad counters among players. Put 2 1/1 counters on each creature. Okay. That's very cool. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, it's a rare. It's one of our first rares. Is it a rare? No, it's not. It is not a rare. I'm wrong. Wrong! Harold and Bob, yes! The first Newmans. Newmans, huh? I don't know what that is, but I know Harold and Bob from Fallout 3. And Harold was actually in Fallout 1 and 2 and Fallout Brotherhood. The Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, the RTS game. Here's Lily, companion in Fallout New Vegas. Wow. At the beginning, well, enters battlefield 2 1/1 counters. Double the number of 1/1 counters. Powers 10 or less. Otherwise, remove all but 1 counter from it and you gain 1 life for each counter removed this way. Whoa. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of like goofy. So you have to be able to pump the counters on here big time. Power Fist, artifact equipment. Still haven't seen anything, any rares or anything like that. Rampaging Yao Guai. The famous Yao Guai. Strong. The brutish thespian. I don't know who Strong is either. He's a mutant of some sort. Potato farmer. We see the potatoes in Fallout 4, so that's the Fallout 4 theme. Watchful Rad Stag. He's a 2-headed Rad Stags. Agent Frank Horrigan. Is indestructible as long as you attack this turn. Whenever agent enters the battlefield or attacks, proliferate twice. Whoa, buddy. Alpha Deathclaw. Still common. Everything's common here. Atomize. Destroy target non-land permanent. That's pretty cool. And proliferate. Marcus. The mutant mayor. Marcus has been featured in a great many Fallout things here. Since Fallout 1. Was the mayor of oh god, sorry. One sec. He was the mayor of a small mining town. I can't remember the name of it. And then he even just made a more recent appearance in Fallout New Vegas. But still a common here, apparently. It was very interesting. Mutant Advantage. Fallout 87. Forced Evolution. That's where the FEV situation going on. That was where the Master took over. Nuke Launcher. Very cool. Recon Craft Beta. It's a vehicle. It's an alien vehicle. The aliens are very prominent in Fallout, in the Fallout series. You may... Okay. Mariposa Military Base. Overflowing Basin. Very cool. Coming into some lands here. I wonder if that'll be it. No, it's not. No way is it. Alright, let's see. One moment. Alrighty, folks, let's get back into it here. We are looking at the Viridescent Bog. Another land. Braying Sanity. Inexorable Tide. Yeah, Inexorable Tide. Branching Evolution. Guardian Project. Look at the master. The master there. The Guardian Project. Hardened Scales. Tireless Tracker. Biomass Mutation. The Biomass Mutation. Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta... switch this around. Okay, here we go. That's a little more comfy. The Biomass Mutation. Casualties of War. Here we got a dual card going on. This is our first uncommon. We got Find and Finality. If put 2/1/1 counters on a creature you control, then all creatures get -4/-4. Versus return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Very interesting. Darkwater Catacombs. Ground Catacomb. Oh, buddy. Exotic Orchard. That's very good. Bedded Pools. Oh, the Hinterland Harbor. Nesting Grounds. Well, this is getting into uncommon territory. Nesting Grounds. Move counters around. Let's see. Sunken Hollow. Trample of... oh my gosh. Trample of Deceit. Temple of Deceit. I know how to read. I do, I promise. Temple of Malady. Temple of Misery. You fucking slidey bitch. Woodland Cemetery. Mortuary Mire. Damn, they give you a lot of like unique lands. Opulent Palace. My opulent palace of decadence. Path of Ancestry. Okay. Tainted Isle. Tainted Wood. We got lands. Temple of the False God. Terramorphic Expanse. Ooh, cool. A full art land. Radioactive Pool. The Swamp. I like that. We got some more full art lands. And let's see. We're going to go through all lands at this point. Yep, these are all land. Well. Those are tokens. Okay. Oh, what do we have here in the back? An additional Wise Mothman. Or is that an alternate guy? And those are all lands. Okay. So here we have the Wise Mothman. Enters the battlefield or attacks, but gets a red counter. So wow, you know, these things are... is that one? It's very thick. I feel like it's like a double thick card. It is very nice. Quite nice. But that's so strange, because look. It's 1000% an extra thick version. See? Look how much thicker. Very interesting. Interesting stuff. So they put a lot of effort into this, clearly. You know, making it a nicer card for you, and I appreciate that greatly. Increases its, you know, whatever. Increases its viewing in my eyes. But you really don't get much in the way of anything other than the commander. Some basic things. Radiation. Alright, very cool. Here's this, if anybody wants to snag that. I don't do the online game stuff. If anybody's watching this and wants to utilize that, by all means. Well, there we go. So obviously this deck and this play is going to operate heavily on rad counters and milling, proliferating rad counters, you know, buffing your creatures on those, based off of those rad counters. And yeah, it's a very interesting way to play. One that I am not familiar with by any means whatsoever. But very cool stuff. It did not... what can I say? It didn't quite have the... didn't quite have the same flair, if you want to say that. It didn't quite have the same fanfare or for me as the Final Fantasy set. I think the Final Fantasy set hit way harder. But then again, I'm literally only looking at the pre-build commander decks here. We're not looking at anything too crazy. And off the back of that, you know, you kind of just get what you get, right? You just get what you get, right? So, there you have it. Now, we've got three more to look at here. Familiarize ourselves with the Fallout style rules. The pre-builds are more of a fun party environment style situation to get involved with, because you can just say, hey, no competitive decks, just use some pre-builds when we get together and have a little fun. You know, maybe if you're playing with somebody who's newer and doesn't have a deck at all, you guys can just keep it even keeled and play with the commander decks. Now, me and my friend group, we don't do that. We have all of our own custom built decks that we put a lot of energy into. So a lot of time, money, energy, all that good stuff into. So we're a little bit more crazy style. So it's a little bit, takes me aback a little bit when I look at the pre-builds, because you literally get a couple uncommons. Dude, I swear, there wasn't even a rare in the bunch. You got the commanders and uncommons, and that's it. Pretty crazy stuff. I mean, obviously you get lots of commons. I didn't feel the need to mention them. But now we're going to go ahead and look at this new one here, which is the Universe Beyond. Let's see, the Commander deck. Dr. Madison Lee for the science side of things. Let's say white, red, blue. Well, let's open it up and take a look at what we got in here. Oh, cool. This one came with an actual deck box. I gotta check that. I don't think the other one did, which is very strange. The deck. Oh, man, they got a bunch of stuff in here. You get a bunch of stuff in this one. Look at this. Some sort of security tag. And what else is down here? Some dice, presumably. Oh. This feels like they did this box completely different from the other one. Yep, that would be it. There's something clacking around in there. It's probably... Oh, you know what it is? Jesus. Gotta take this all the way out. Fuck it. Let's just do this. Whoa, yeah, there's some stuff. It's an additional booster little pack here. And off the back of this, oh, you get lots of little counters and things. Cool stuff. Fanfare style stuff. Thumbs up, Wastelander. Alright, let's throw that over there. And I presume you get more of this as well. I was not going to rip these boxes, but fuck it. I'm not going to. I don't really care. I'll be uncaring now. There's no other way for me to get. Oh, look at it. We did have it in there. There's the Mothman's one here. Set those to the side. Definitely use those to store the cards. And that's the one for the science here. This. Oh, we got. Oh, cool. Special little rad counter. Special little counter. It could be for life total or rads from the looks of it. 40. Well, it only stays at 20. Lowest it goes is 20. That's weird. Or is that a way to count commander damage? I wonder. Or no, that wouldn't be the case either. Very strange. I don't know. We got a Mothman one as well. Mothman one as well there. And then we get a little bonus little booster. We'll open those all at the end. And then this, of course, is going to have more counters. Nice little pouch to keep God knows what in. Part of me wishes I really hadn't ripped them open like that, but whatever, dude. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Huh? Am I right or am I right? Alright, now we got that, this, and let's take a look at this. Oh shit, let's throw it across the room. Alright, let's take a look at our little infographic here about the science deck. It's very interesting, the proliferate and all that good stuff that'll keep those counters coming. Alright, playing the deck. Pre-war technology is invaluable in the wasteland, much like intact fusion cores. Energy is powerful but hard to come by. With Dr. Medicine Lee, each artifact spell you cast generates energy, allowing you to power your robots. And there's no more powerful robot than Liberty Prime, recharged, built for sole purpose of defending the country with lasers. Liberty Prime requires energy to attack or block, but becomes unstoppable once you charge it up. Perhaps the most important technological marvel to survive the war. Nuka-Cola vending machines can provide refreshment, food tokens, and caps. Treasure tokens to help you endure these dangerous times. Like, I love treasures and stuff like that. Problem is, one of the people I play with, he has a deck that utilizes people sacrificing, treasure tokens to pump himself, pump his creatures. Whenever a treasure token is destroyed, they get stronger. Very interesting mechanics going on. That's what the deck is built around. Kind of makes you think twice about running treasure stuff, especially when we play in such an isolated group. Okay, well, that being said, let's take a look at what we got going on here. They only had the drop of one guy here, so let's see. Dr. Madison Lee, human scientist. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get an energy counter. You may tap to pay an energy counter. Target creature gets +1, +0. Fuck. Let me just grab like half of these or something. Too much to hold on to. Okay. You may pay energy counters to draw a card. 3 energy counters. You can return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Very interesting. For 5 energy counters. Liberty Prime recharged. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. Whenever Liberty Prime recharged attacks, block, or blocks, sacrifice it unless you pay 2 energy counters. 2, tap, sacrifice an artifact and get 2 energy counters and draw a card. Democracy is non-negotiable. He's an 8/8 for fucking 5. Wow. That is pretty damn good. The energy counters thing, if you could mix it in with some proliferate, would be pretty hype. That would be pretty fucking hype. Paladin Dance. I know Paladin Dance, I just met him. Wow. Vigilance lifelink. Exile Paladin Dance. Steel Maverick. Each creature you control that's an artifact or a human gains indestructible until end of turn. Very cool. Very good stuff. Nerd Rage, the classic perk. Alright, enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. Whenever you have maximum hand size, you have no maximum hand size. And whenever this creature attacks, if you have 10 or more cards in your hand, it gets +10/+10. Damn, that's crazy. That's a crazy good card. Robo Brain, War Mind. Power and toughness is equal to the number of cards in your hand. When Robo Brain War Mind enters the battlefield, well, power is equal to the number of cards in your hand. You get an amount of energy tokens, energy counters equal to the number of artifact creatures you control. Whenever Robo Brain War Mind attacks, you may pay 3 energy. If you do, draw a card. There's a little draw card mix in there. Bottle Cap Blast. Improvise. Does 5 damage on any target. For 5 mana. If excess damage was dealt to a permanent this way, create that many tapped treasure tokens or artifacts. With tapped sacrifice add. Yeah, just mana. I was seeing if it does any energy tokens. Elder Lions. Is he from Fallout 3, I think? Elder Lions enters the battlefield. You may return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. Very cool. Behemoth of Vault Zero. Behemoth of Vault Zero enters the battlefield. You have 4 energy tokens. I don't even know what that is. What's that from? When Behemoth Vault Zero dies, you may pay an amount of energy tokens equal to target non-land permanent mana value. When you do, destroy that permanent. Okay, so anything up to 4. Do the energy counters go on the creature? I'd have to look into that. Camp. Fortification. CAMP. For mana, put 1/1 counter on a target creature you control. That creature shares a color with the mana. Produced? Damn, this is a bunch of weird shit. Hold on. Whenever fortified land is tapped, so this fortifies a land. Okay, so this artifact can fortify a land. That's what I'm missing here. Create a junk token. What the fuck? This is weird. It's an artifact with tap, sacrifice artifact, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn, activate this only as a sorcery. Fortify 3, attach to target land you control. So this is like you gotta equip a land. That's so weird. So strange. Endurance Bobblehead. There's another bobblehead. Those are pretty high. Expert level safe. It's the battlefield on top of your library. So this is just a bunch of artifacts, because this deck is going to really heavily revolve around artifacts and creation of energy tokens. So you and target opponent search your each secretly choose 1, 2, or 3. Then those choices are revealed. If they match, sacrifice expert level safe and put all cards exiled with it into their owner's hand. Otherwise, exile the top card of your library face down. Okay. So you gotta secretly guess the same number as the person you selected. Oh, this one gets 2 bobbleheads. Intelligence bobblehead. For draw cards, draw X cards. Nuka-Cola vending machine. Creates food tokens for life. Oh, when you sacrifice, if you have it, when you sacrifice a food token, you create a treasure token with that one too. Cool. Crushed contraband. Exile artifact or exile enchantment. Dispatch. Tap target creature. Swords to plowshares. We all know that one. Glimmer of Genius. Scry. Thirst for knowledge. Draw a card and discard cards. Whirler Rogue. Whirler Rogue. A human rogue artificer. Creates colorless Thropter artifacts. Okay. Oops. Loyal Apprentice. I accidentally pulled out with me here. Loyal Apprentice. Haste. Lieutenant. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you control a commander. Create one colorless Thropter. So this is we're creating Thropter tokens. Flying little helicopters here. Unexpected Windfall. It's an additional cast of the spell. Discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. So very interesting. Arcane Signet. Okay, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Ever-flowing Chalice. We know that one, if you know that one. That's the lucky Vault 13 Canteen featured in Fallout New Vegas. Lightning Greaves. And that is a very important thing to have. Lightning Greaves are good. That's a classic card. But the Vault 13 Canteen is very good to have if you're playing in. What the fuck am I trying to say? If you're playing in survival mode. Mind Stone. Soul Ring. Talisman of Conviction. Talisman of Creativity. Talisman of Progress. Thought Vessel. Automated Assembly Line. Brotherhood Scribe. Artificers going on with the Metalcraft. Over Encumbered. Each opponent. Da-di-da-di-da. Enchant opponent, maybe. The Pridwin. Steel Flagship. I don't know what that is in regards to the game, but this is a vehicle with crew ability, which is heavily featured in the Final Fantasy series as well. Sentry Bots. We all know this classic enemy. Needs energy tokens. It would be a 2/5. I don't know. So what's silly about these pre-builds? They're just kind of silly. Vault 13, Dweller's Journey. The Saga. You get 1 Saga in both decks apparently. Curie, the Emergent Intelligence. Don't know who that is. Never met them. James, the Wandering Dad. Oh, that's your father. That's the father from Fallout 3. James. Follow him. Instant adventure. Investigate X times. Or you pay X, so 2 blue and X. Or add 2 colorless mana. And spend this mana only to activate abilities. Very interesting, very strange. Nick Valentine. Private Eye. Okay, that's Nick Valentine, who we have to go investigate actually right now. It's our current mission in Fallout 4. The Nick Valentine. Synth Infiltrator, huh? Synth Infiltrator. Infiltrator. Maybe that's this. Maybe that's like something coming up here. I don't know. Assaultron Dominator. Get 2 energy counters. Whenever an artifact creature you control attacks, you may pay. If you do, put your choice of 1/1 first strike or trample counter on that creature. 1/1 counter, first strike or trample. Wow, that's interesting. Alright. The Motherlode Excavator. Plasma Caster, a very good weapon. Synth Eradicator. Aced. When it attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may get 2 energy counters. If you don't, you may play that card this turn. Dude, the thing with like the pre-builds is these are like a whittle them down. Hey, it's arcade. Arcade. It's like a whittle them down style situation. The pre-builds. They don't have like a massive fucking game-winning thing that's just gonna hit hard, you know. Counters. Target spell. The Electro Siphon. Red Death Shipwrecker. Oh, it's a crab mutant. Alluring eyes. Rex Cyberhound. It's Rex. It's a dog you get in Fallout New Vegas. Sentinel Sarah Lyons. I knew it. Sarah Lyons. That was from Fallout 3. And her father, Elder Owen Lyons. Sean, Father of the Synths. I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna think about that because that might have just been a fucking spoiler. I'm getting kind of mad right now. Okay. Let's see. Vault 112, Sadistic Simulation. Damn it, I can't stop thinking about it. Now I'm pissed off. Brotherhood Vertibird. Flying. Brotherhood's Vertibird. Power equal to the number of artifacts you control. T45 Power Armor. The T45 Power Armor enters the battlefield to get 2 energy tokens. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep you may pay energy. If you do, untap equipped creature, then put your choice of a menace, trample, or lifelink counter on it. Pharos Lake. Helios 1. These are lands, special lands, so austere command. The sorcery. Open the vaults. Return all artifacts and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty cool. That is pretty fucking cool. Open the vaults. Enchant artifacts you control. In your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of the enchanted artifact. Then, if you control 8 or more artifacts. Whoa! Actually, there you go. Here's an interesting win condition. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a token. So if you enchant, whoa! Is that a mythic rare? Wait. What? That's a mythic rare. Create a copy as an enchanted artifact, then if you control 8 or more, then you win the game. Stop it. Oh. Alright, here we go. Alright, so that's a game-winning game. That's a game-winning win count right there. You could literally enchant a treasure token and win the game in 1 turn. Oh, well, it's got to be on your next turn. 1 with the machine. Draw cards equal to the highest mana value among artifacts you control. What the fuck? This one's got way better cards in it, I feel like, than the Mothman one did. Return all artifacts from your graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste until end of turn. Look at the top card of your library. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes the trigger ability of a permanent you control, it triggers an additional time. That's pretty cool. It's the Panharmonicon. Solemn Simulacrum. Basic land search. Steel Overseer. Welcome, Administrator. Targeting parameters have been erased and set to admin user group. Target name equals faction. I don't know what that is. Alright. Fuck my elbow. Clifftop Retreat. Exotic Orchard. Glacial Fortress. Irrigated Farmland. Prairie Stream. Sky Cloud Expanse. Spire of Industry. Sulphur Falls. Temple of Enlightenment. Temple of Epiphany. Treasure Vault. Wayfarer's Bauble. Ash Barrens. Buried Ruin. Command Tower. Evolving Wilds. Myriad Landscape. Mystic Monasteries. Path of Ancestry. Razortide Bridge. Rustvale Bridge. Silver Bluff Bridge. Terramorphic Expanse. Islands. Okay, these are the basic lands. Cool looking lands too. Some cool looking stuff. I don't know where that would have been featured. A mountain. I don't think it would have been, to be honest. And then here is our commander. Cool looking fancy commander card of Dr. Medicine Lee. Dr. Medicine Lee. And then Energy Reserve. These are our energy cards. Thropter tokens, this and that. Treasures, foods, robots. Here's that if anybody wants it. Boom. Dude, I'm fucking not very happy right now. I'm just gonna fucking say it, bro. I'm just gonna fucking say it. I had an inkling that Sean is gonna end up being an adult because it doesn't really explain how long you were asleep in the vault. And that's fucking bullshit. So now I know Sean is the father of sins because of this fucking pack, dude. How fucking stupid is that, bro? What if you're playing against somebody who hasn't played the game? And they just spoil the fucking game. So fucking dumb. Fucking stupid, dude. Fucking annoying. Piss me the fuck off, bro. Seriously. God damn it. Alright, so we reviewed two of them here. We've reviewed two of them. We've reviewed the science deck. And we've reviewed the... Fuck me, dude. I'm so mad. The Wise Mothman deck. We reviewed these two. We got two little collector's booster sample packs. Let's open these little collector booster sample packs up, see what we get, and that's going to be it for the video today, guys. That's going to be it for the video today. Here we go. Here you have it. Here's your thing. You can grab that if you want. You play the online game. Whoa, look at that. It's a borderless Liberty Prime recharged. Oh, cool. And like it's like a cool alt art of the Wise Mothman. They really don't give you anything new, do they? It's a sample pack, right? The collector's Wise Mothman. So we got those. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's open this one up. See what we get in this sample pack. there's your QR code. Oh, Mirelurk Queen. Borderless Mirelurk Queen. And a borderless Glacial Fortress. Very interesting. I don't know. There you have it, guys. That was our quick look at the Fallout decks. You have your science deck, which is going to run on robots and artifacts. Robots and artifacts, got interesting win cons in there. Here you got your essentially mill mutant deck. It's going to mill the deck. It is going to be dropping tons of radiation counters and then utilizing those radiation counters to your own gains. Very interesting stuff, and thank you for coming on out. Thanks for chilling with me. Thanks for checking out the things. I do have complaints on my behalf today. This fucking stupid shit goddamn spoiled the fucking game for me. And if I had any inkling that would happen, I would have never done this. So, yeah, there you go. I'm a salty bitch right now. Let's fucking go. Alright guys, join me in the next one where we're going to be reviewing the other two commander decks. The Scrappy Survivors and the last but not least, Scrappy Survivors and the Hail Kaiser deck. Alright guys, talk to you later. Thanks, bye.